This is on the sound stage at Paramount. It's amazing what they can do. Now, in this scene, Michael and I are going to have a fight. And we blocked it out ourselves. And it was such fun. And you'll see in a little while, we said, what are we going to do now? And I said, well, Mike, why don't you knock me over the table? He said, would you do that? I said, it's your show. And he said, great. So he not only knocked me over the table, then he dove over the table after me. And you'll see that. He was very athletic.
Yeah, well, you know, we could go behind that wagon.
That pretty girl is Jody Warner. And just one of the sweetest, nicest people. And it's very interesting because she was so ladylike, and that came through in the way she played that character, Ellie. She just was very much the well-educated daughter of the man that owned the bank. And she was darling, good to work with, and my favorite expression is she knew her lines and showed up on time. Good actress.
Ain't that your pickle fork over there?
I don't see any. Horace Cartwright!
Remember, ma'am, I'm just a growing boy. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam, come here. What you doing sitting off over there all by yourself?
I'm just watching.
Well, that ain't no way to do it a picnic. You gotta get around here and meet some of these pretty gals.
Oh, no, don't bother. I'm fine.
Yeah, but you'll be a lot finer when you meet some of these gals. Come here. Miss Ellie. Miss Ellie, I want you to meet a friend of mine. This here's Sam Kirby.
How do you do, Mr. Kirby?
My pleasure, ma'am.
Hey, you better be nice to Miss Ellie. Her father owns a bank.
Is that so?
Oh, if you two will excuse me, I better find Paul and Adam and learn them something about shooting them horseshoes.
Do you like picnics?
It's like he's trying to play Cupid there, like Dan is.
You don't know.
You see, this is the first one I've ever been to.
Didn't they have picnics where you grew up?
Not hardly.
What kind of a place was that?
I don't think you'd much want to hear about it.
I'm sorry.
Now we're starting to learn a little bit about Sam. He's never been to a picnic.
I didn't mean to give you a short answer.
My Lord, my hair was so dark and now it's so white. It's astounding what just a few years can
Is there
do.
anything I can do to help you?
Thank you. I didn't think I was going to have a party today at all.
Is that so?
You heard about the bank being robbed.
What we're trying to do here is show that there could be a relationship, but Sam just doesn't want it to happen.
So many people trusted Papa.
But she's a very sweet girl.
Even the Cartwrights. I think it would just kill Papa if they were to lose him.
The other thing that made it such fun was being able to work with her and with Michael.
I don't see where it's his fault.
He feels responsible to his friends. It doesn't matter now anyway. We had some real good news today.
Suppose you mean about the army coming in?
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, he isn't so sure about that.
Have you seen the napkins?
Yes, Miss Shoemaker. They're in that basket over there.
Well, come on, girl. The party can't wait all day. Mind setting them out?
Of course not, Miss Shoemaker. It was nice meeting you, Mr. Kirby. I hope to see you again.
Watch how this sets up for
Thank you, ma'am.
for Michael and me.
Well, as a matter of fact, there's a dance next Thursday. Doesn't amount to much, but the Cartwright boys usually come. Why don't you come along with them?
Well, thank you, ma'am. I think
Michael was smitten with her and wanted the relationship to go further. Then we came along, and I don't think I had any notion, or Sam had any notion of going after Ellie until she knocked over the glass and he went to help her, and then they were very close and looked at each other, and it was like, well, my goodness, there's a little electricity in this air. Michael saw that and didn't like it. Joe saw it and didn't like it. And it's hard to separate the two because Michael was such a natural actor that it was like he was little Joe.
Twice. It doesn't give you the right to think of me as your personal property.
Now, you stay out of this, Ellie.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of questions I wanted to ask you, Kirby. Now's as good a time as any.
Well, I'm not answering any questions.
Here it comes.
Yeah, well, you're going to answer this one. Where were you Thursday night?
Now, the idea is to do it, but not actually hurt each other. Most of the time, if the director knew I was fairly handy, we would have the stuntman go through the whole routine and do it. So he got paid. And then I would go in and do the different sections of it on my own. But here, we just worked it out ourselves. And what do you want to do here? What are we going to do there? And it's we'd both done fight scenes before, and quite a bit, so just worked out really well. Very comfortable, very comfortable. Now we see those stripes on his back.
It's all right, folks. Everything's all right. Boys were just getting a little hungry, that's all. I think Mr. McClure would like us to adjourn to the tables for a little food.
Yes, friends. Over here. We have fried chicken.
Sam, we didn't mean no harm. We didn't know your back was scarred up like that.
One of the things that was nice about doing this is once in a while you work with a stunt coordinator, Bob Miles in this case, who, if he feels the actors can handle it, he'll let them do it. And we got to do our own. Nobody got hurt. And it worked out, I think, pretty well. As I said, Michael was very athletic. And I used to fool around a little bit myself. So it was fun. It was such fun. I told people I got to play cowboy, and they paid me. If they had hired a stuntman to double me, I would never say, no, we don't need him, because that takes money out of his pocket and his wife's pocket, which you never want to do. These guys, the Cartwright characters, weren't afraid to just be nice. And you don't see that much anymore. They were just nice. They were good to people.
The only thing I could figure is bullwhip.
But that reflects David Dortort, the producer.